Tyreek Hill back to KC, Dolphins 0-3, means something has to give. Beyond Greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beyond Greatness, the throne room. I'm Henny, and tonight we need to have a real conversation, not a soft one, not a let's wait and see kind of chat. No, the Miami Dolphins are sitting at 0-3. That's not just bad luck, that's a statement from the football gods. Something is broken. And when something's broken, you don't just duct tape it, you fix it. You look at your biggest piece, your brightest star, your most marketable name, Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, the human joystick, the guy who turned defensive coordinators into insomniacs. But in Miami, right now, he looks like a Ferrari parked in the garage. So here's the question we're asking tonight. Is it time to send Tyreek Hill back home? Back to the place where he was a Super Bowl legend, the Kansas City Chiefs. Back to the quarterback who unlocked his best self, Patrick Mahomes. And if the Chiefs are struggling without weapons, maybe this is the exact trade that puts them back on the mountaintop. We're going to argue it like a lawyer, study it like a scholar, but laugh through it like a comedian. Because even in a football crisis, you have to find some comedy in the chaos. No. Let's start in Miami. 0-3. That's not a typo. That's not a small sample size. That's reality. The defense has struggled, yes, but the offense looks awkward, disconnected, like a choir with no conductor. Tyreek Hill still flashes, still burns corners, still hits that second gear. But are the Dolphins maximizing him? At 31 years old, his contract looms large, guaranteed money. Cap hits that could strangle Miami's flexibility for years. The Dolphins are caught between loyalty and logic. Do you ride this partnership out until the wheels fall off? Or do you sell high, reset, and salvage the season with picks and future talent? I'll say it. Sometimes keeping your best player is actually the worst decision you can make. Now let's flip to Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, generational talent, $500 million man, and yet, what's his biggest issue right now? Nobody to throw to. Rashee Rice is suspended. Xavier Worthy is banged up. Hollywood Brown is talented but inconsistent. Travis Kelce can't do it all forever. You need a field stretcher. You need fear in the secondary. You need Tyreek Hill. And think about it. This isn't hypothetical chemistry. This is proven. Hill and Mahomes together were like peanut butter and jelly. They made magic. Defenses backed up 10 yards before the ball was even snapped. What are the Chiefs missing in 2025? Explosiveness, identity. Tyreek Hill is the missing piece that could restore the dynasty. Now I can hear the objections. I can hear the lawyers in the other courtroom shouting, objection, salary cap violation, bad precedent. Yes, Hill's contract is heavy. Yes, Miami would take a cap hit. Yes, the Chiefs would need to restructure and move pieces. But let me ask you this. Since when has the NFL been about playing safe with the checkbook? The Rams mortgaged their future for a ring. The Eagles live in cap gymnastics. If you're Kansas City, do you play scared or do you play to win? And if you're Miami, is clinging to Hill worth watching Tua throw 6-yard outs while you're losing every Sunday? Let's look at the numbers. In Kansas City, Tyreek Hill averaged over 1,200 yards per season, 9 touchdowns, and was the centerpiece of a Super Bowl offense. In Miami, the numbers are still big, but are they meaningful? Do they equal wins? Football is not fantasy football. Yards don't matter if the team is 0-3. Separation rate, yards per route, all that is nice. But are the Dolphins winning? Number. Are the Chiefs desperate for that exact profile? Yes. Sometimes data isn't just about what's happening, it's about what's missing. Let's talk legacy. Tyreek Hill back in Kansas City isn't just a trade, right? It's a story. The prodigal son returning, the reunion of Mahomes and his most dangerous weapon, a redemption arc for Hill, who left for money but comes back for glory. For Miami, it's painful. It's admitting the experiment failed. But better to admit it at 0-3 than to double down and go 0-6. Sometimes breaking up is the only way to save yourself. If I were the GM, here's how it works. The Chiefs give up a second-round pick, a conditional fourth, and maybe a young defender. Miami eats some cap, Hill restructures to a bonus-heavy deal. Everybody walks away with something. Is it perfect? Number? Is it realistic? Yes. And is it the kind of deal that changes 2 franchises at once? Absolutely. So here's the ruling from the court of Beyond Greatness. For the Miami Dolphins, trading Tyreek Hill is no longer betrayal, it's business. At 0-3, you don't have the luxury of pride. For the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the missing puzzle piece. The dynasty doesn't die on Mahomes' watch. Not if you give him his Ferrari back. My verdict, do it. Make the call, bring Tyreek Hill home. And to everyone watching, if you like, share, subscribe, drop your takes in the comments. Is Hill still the cheetah or has he lost a step? Should the Dolphins double down or should the Chiefs take the throne back? Welcome to Beyond Greatness. This is where sports becomes more than a game. It becomes a trial, a comedy, a debate, and a movement.